Hello to all of you who are watching this video. This is the 10th lessons on the sketch environment. In this lesson, you will learn how to use the 3D geometry tools. Okay, let's go on the screen and start the lesson.
I got this magic in my fingertips, designing dreams with every click. Shapes and wonders coming to life. With CATIA, I cut through strife. In my mind, the future's clear. No more doubts, no more fear. Crafting visions in 3D. CATIA's the key, don't you see? I can reach the sky so high. Build my dreams, no need to try. With every tool I sculpt my fate. CATIA helps me innovate.
Hello everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are talking about the 3D geometry toolbar. This toolbar is part of the orientation toolbar group. I'm bringing this box onto the screen. This toolbar works with three-dimensional parts that are already made. How can we get help from them? As you know, for us to design a part completely, we sometimes have to move between the sketcher and part environments many times. Under the part body section, we draw different sketches and convert them to the 3D model. Often it happens that we need two edges of previous 3D objects. We will use these edges to complete our sketch. Here we can use a 3D geometry tools. With these tools, we visualize the edges of 3D objects on the sketch page. Suppose we want to make a shape like this. I'm deleting the connecting part between the two cylinders. To explain better, I'm going into a Sketch 1 environment. It can be seen that the cross-section of the cylinders are two circles with an equal diameter of 120 millimeters. The center of the circle is away from the horizontal axis of our sketch page. This distance is 100 millimeters. I want to use from the inner edges of the two cylinders and draw a rectangle. Then, in the part environment, I will use the path command to make it a cube rectangle. First, I need to go back to the part page. Please pay attention to this number 100. I click on the Exit Workbench command. I'm going to the part environment. I'm making the view direction vertical. It can be seen that the centers of the cylinders are away from the origin. This distance was the same 100. I need to define a plane first. This plane is parallel to the ZX plane and is at a distance of 100 from it. I click on the plane command. The first box should be offset from plane. In the reference part, I'm selecting the ZX plane. The ZX plane is selected. In the offset part, I'm writing the number 100. I'm clicking on OK. A plane is created. This plane goes through the centers of the cylinders. I click on the plane. I click on the sketch command. I'm entering the sketcher environment. I'm setting the view from the top. You can see a line across the middle of the cylinders. This is the drawing plane that we are looking at from the top. I'm rotating the plane in space. This way you can see the subject better. I return the view to be perpendicular to the drawing plane. I'm zooming in a little so that the shapes look bigger. We want to have the lines that are made where the drawing plane touches the cylinders. Here you should know that because the shapes are cylinders, we don't have edge lines. But in the 3D geometry toolbar, there are two tools. The first tool is called Projected 3D Silhouette Edges. I click on it. I click on the surface of one of the cylinders. I'm clicking outside the cylinder. You can see that lines are shown all around the cylinder. These lines are yellow. Note that these lines are now related to the 3D shape and the edges that were formed. For this reason, there is no need to constrain them with the dimensioning methods, because these lines are constrained. The yellow color is to show this. If I right-click on one of the lines, a drop-down menu opens. I'm going to the Mark 1 Object option. Another drop-down menu opens. There is a tool called Isolate in it. If I click on the tool and then click outside the shape, it can be seen that the yellow color changed to white. In this case, the geometry of these lines becomes separate from the geometry of the cylinder and not dependent on it. I'm going back by pressing Ctrl+Z. I'm rotating the sketch page to 3D view. It can be seen that these lines are in the center of the cylinder. This is because our sketch page is defined in the middle of the cylinder. I'm clicking on the normal view command. My view returns to be perpendicular to the drawing plane. Look, these lines are also dependent on each other. If I move the mouse over one of them, all four lines become selected. I click on it. I'm pressing the delete key on the keyboard. Now I'm going to the second and the last command in the toolbar. The name of this command is Project 3D Canonical Silhouette Edges. I'm clicking on the command. I'm clicking on the surface of the cylinder. A window opens with some text. I'm clicking on OK. I'm clicking outside the cylinder. It can be seen that only two yellow vertical lines were drawn. I'm activating the command again. I'm clicking on the surface of the second cylinder. Two more vertical lines are formed on the surface of the second cylinder. I'm moving the mouse over the outer vertical lines. It can be seen that each line can be selected alone. I'm clicking on the outer lines and pressing the delete key. Now I'm connecting the bottom of the lines with the line command. I'm activating the line command. I'm moving the mouse to the end of one of the lines. Look at this symbol. It shows the start of the line here. I'm extending the line to the end of the other yellow line. Also, the line turns blue, which shows that it is horizontal. I'm clicking. A line is drawn. The line is green. It shows that it is fully constrained. Why? I'm clicking on the line command again. I'm moving the mouse over the vertical line on the right side. The symbol appears. I'm clicking at any point. I'm moving the mouse towards the line on the left until the same symbol appears again, and when the line turns blue, I'm clicking. The blue color shows that the line being drawn in horizontal. I'm clicking on the top line, which is white, and moving the mouse. The line goes up and down parallel to the bottom line. I'm selecting the two horizontal lines by holding the Ctrl key. I'm giving a dimension constraint with the constraint tool. I'm double-clicking on the dimension. In the window that opens, in the box where the size is written, I'm writing the size 120. I'm pressing the OK key. I'm activating the Quick Trim tool. I'm deleting the upper part of the yellow lines. It can be seen that the extra parts of the yellow lines were not deleted. Instead, that part was turned into construction lines. I'm returning to the part environment. The view is from the top. An orange line can be seen between the two cylinders. I'm activating the pad command. The orange arrow tells us in which direction the extension will happen. In the path definition window, I'm activating the mirror option. I'm clicking on OK without making any changes. I'm setting the view to isometric. I'm clicking once on the screen. A flat surface is formed between the two cylinders. Now suppose we have a cuboid. I want to use one of its edges. I'm clicking on one surface of the cuboid so that it turns orange. I'm clicking on the Sketch command. I'm going to the Sketcher environment. The first command is called Project 3D Elements. I'm clicking on this command. Immediately, a window called Projection opens. This window has two boxes. The top box has Element to Project written in front of it. Click inside this box so that it turns blue. Click on two of the sides of the cuboid. Click on OK. Two lines can be seen in yellow on the edges. Let's say we have two cylinders that intersect each other, like the shape I have shown. I want to get the intersection profile of them together with the coordinate planes. I'm selecting the XZ plane and going to the Sketcher environment. I'm clicking on the Intersect 3D Element tool. In the window that opens and in its top box, I'm selecting parts of the two cylinders. I'm clicking on OK in the window that opens. It can be seen that two lines were created on each of the cylinders. I'm going back one step by pressing Ctrl plus Z. I'm running the command again. In the top box, I'm selecting the two cylinder parts, and in the bottom box, I'm selecting the XZ plane. I'm clicking on OK. Again, in the same way, two line segments are formed in each part of the cylinders. Well, here the intersection of the cylinders with the drawing plane or the specific plane was obtained. I'm returning to the part environment again. I'm defining a plane parallel to the XZ plane at a distance that is far enough from the two cylinders. I'm entering the sketcher environment with that plane. I'm activating the Intersect 3D Elements command again. In the top box, I'm clicking on the surface of one of the cylinders. In the bottom box, I'm clicking on the plane. It can be seen that an error message was created. In the error window, it says that the surface of the cylinder does not intersect with the plane. Very well, today's lesson ends here. Please study the lesson twice. Practice with me the second time. Good luck. Goodbye until the next lesson.
Let's build the future. Come with me.